I'm going to share my slides here in just a minute, but this afternoon or whatever time it is and wherever you are in the world, we are going to give an overview, kind of a broad overview of our public health curriculum and what will be involved in your time here at the Brown School and the MPH program. But we've got a few more people joining. I'm just going to pause just for a second, make sure everyone gets connected here. Okay, it looks like a few folks are connecting to audio and to give them a chance to fully arrive. Okay, I think we'll, a couple more joining maybe. Okay, I think we'll go ahead. So I had just started, welcome everybody to the MPH curriculum overview. I was just saying that we're going to do a broad overview of the MPH curriculum and what your time might look like here at the Brown School doing the Master of Public Health. Before we jump into that, and I also just want to say that, you know, there will be plenty of time for questions, and we wouldn't expect anybody to memorize this or know all of this from right now until the beginning of the semester. So if you have questions, you are always welcome to reach out. And then there's plenty of opportunity to learn the curriculum and our programming as we move forward as well. So, you know, don't think of this as your only opportunity to get this information. But before I share my slides, I just wanted to do another quick round of introductions. I know some of the students were on the earlier session and maybe you weren't able to join that, but I want you to know a little bit more about our team. So my name is Angela Hobson. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a teaching professor here at the Brown School, and I also serve as the Associate Dean for Public Health, which, you know, basically means I oversee that the day-to-day operations of our MPH program, and that we are following accreditation criteria, and we're thinking about curriculum development and evaluation, and we're supporting our students during their time in the program. And it's really a joy and an honor to get to be in this role. And I want my colleagues to be able to introduce themselves too. So I'm going to turn it over to Kate, who is the first one on my screen.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here with you today. My name is Kate Barbier. I use she, her pronouns, and I am field education faculty for the MPH program. So I'm housed in the Office of Field Education, and you'll get to hear more about the exciting opportunities that await you as an MPH student doing your practical or practicum experience. I'm also a lecturer in the public health program. So I look forward to meeting with you all as you begin your journey here. Thanks, Angela.
Yeah, thank you, Kate. Jonesy.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jonesy. I use she, they pronouns. I am the program manager for the public health program. So I have the role essentially of helping students to track milestones as they progress through the program. And to be here to help field questions that are perhaps more general, or if you just need somebody to reach out to, I am happy to be here. So thank you all very much for being here. And thanks, Angela.
Yeah, thank you. And our newest member, Sydney, and if you'd like to introduce yourself, that'd be great.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sydney, and I use she, her pronouns. And I just joined the team here as the Public Health Accreditation Project Coordinator. So for those of you that don't know, we are trying to move from being a public health program to a school of public health. So I am going to be kind of spearheading that process and whatnot. But I just finished my MPH this past spring, so I remember the seats that you all are sitting in, and I'm excited for everyone that gets to kind of learn about this program.
Great. Thank you so much, Sydney. All right, and I love all this activity in the chat and everyone introducing themselves. This is really great, and we're so happy to see you here. And here in a little bit, we'll have time for some questions. And if you have questions as we're talking, feel free to raise a hand or put it in the chat, and we can do that as well. You don't have to wait until the very end. Happy to have a conversation as we move along through these slides. So I am going to share my screen, hopefully successfully. I think we're, 3 years into using Zoom now, and I still fumble with it from time to time. So Give me just a moment here. Okay, is everyone seeing these slides okay? Okay. Oh, it's going to go into presenter mode, hopefully, or presentation mode. There we go. Okay. So for those of you who have not been to our campus, this beautiful picture here is a real life photo of one of our buildings. This is Hillman Hall. I'm actually sitting, well, about in this room right here. I'm in the conference room on the second floor of this building. And this is one of the many spaces that you will be learning in when you are here in our program. So a little bit about us. Our mission at the Brown School is to engage multidisciplinary faculty, staff, and students to create a better and more equitable society through leading rigorous science, transformative education, and authentic partnerships. And in an MPH program, we think our curriculum was designed to be different, or at least unique to us. And some of the principles behind our curriculum is that we have a big focus on transdisciplinarity. You'll hear that word a lot while you're here, and we really are serious about it. And what we mean by transdisciplinary is that we need to think of new, innovative ways to solve big social problems, right? Public health problems, social justice problems. It's not going to, some of our biggest problems are not going to be solved just by those of us who are classically trained in public health. We need to work very closely with other disciplines such as social work, engineering, education, criminal justice, medicine, et cetera, to come up with some novel solutions. We get kind of stuck in the way that we think about public health problems and public health solutions, and it really does take a lot of cross collaborations to really address some of our biggest public health challenges. So our curriculum focuses on that. We really want students to come away with that skill set to really be thinking and engaging with multiple disciplines to understand and address big societal problems. We also have a focus on health equity. So health equity, we could have a big conversation about what that means, but in a nutshell, we're talking about those who need the resources the most to be able to reach their full health potential should have access to those resources, right? So we want to think about how we create public health solutions that are equity focused, that get the resources to those who need it most to address health disparities. Evidence-based, so we mean a couple of things by this. So one is that we also really try to get in our curriculum how to incorporate evidence-based solutions, right? So evidence-based and evidence-informed solutions to public health problems, but our teaching is also evidence-based, right? We use a lot of practice in understanding pedagogy and how to train adult learners, right? So we use evidence-based to really bolster our curriculum and making sure that it's effective and impactful. Applied research, and what we mean by this is that many of our faculty bring their applied research to the classroom. One example I'll give of this is Laura Iannotti, for instance. If you're taking a course with Laura Iannotti on global hunger and undernutrition, she is going to bring her applied research from the field, and she's got 20 plus years working in Haiti, Kenya, Ecuador on different nutritional research programs and interventions, and that's what she uses as a base of her teaching and practice in the classroom, right? And that's just one example. We'll talk about more here in just a minute. And then lastly, what we really like and what we know our students also really like is our skill labs. So all of our students are required to take at least 3 skill labs. These are short courses that are intended to go a little bit deeper into an area that you might get in the classroom, but you want a little bit more focus on. These are really intentional about building skill. They're resume builders. So we have a whole host of skill labs that students can choose from, anything from qualitative data analysis, data visualization, grant writing, budget management, leading and managing people and teams, all kinds of skill labs that we offer in both semesters that students can take to increase their skills in particular public health relevant areas. Okay, so our program, we have 6 STEM designated specializations. Our first one is near and dear to my heart because I am the chair of our generalist specialization, and I lovingly call it the Choose Your Own Adventure, MPH. So in the generalist specialization, you kind of choose competencies and courses that are home to our other specializations to kind of create your own pathway through the program. And then our other specializations are epidemiology and biostatistics, global health, health policy analysis, mental and behavioral health, and urban design. We also have some optional certificates. These are not official specializations. They don't have a practicum component that goes along with it, but there's a number of courses and seminars that you might take, and you would have this graduate certificate that you've earned while doing a master's degree. One is in violence and injury prevention, and then our newest one is artificial intelligence and big data analytics. We have multiple dual degree programs at the Brown School. So you can do a dual degree in public health and social work or public health and social policy. And if you haven't applied to the Brown School as a dual degree student, that's an option to add that degree. Sometimes students get here and in their first year, their first semester, they think, you know, I really see why social work or social policy would be a good addition to the type of work that I want to do and the type of knowledge and skills I want to build. And then there's a process for our current students to apply to those other programs. And then we have multiple other joint degree programs that we collaborate with other schools across WashU. So we have a master's in public health and anthropology PhD program. We have a joint degree with architecture, business administration, law, medicine, and occupational therapy. Okay, and then I want to bring this up. We all understand that financing a graduate education can be expensive. It can be a financial burden for folks, but we want to be clear about what these costs are. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this slide, but we just want to be transparent about what the tuition, health insurance, and other fees are that go along with an MPH degree at the Brown School. We also have an amazing, I'll just say it while I'm here, we also have an amazing Office of Student Financial Services who help students navigate what this looks like and will help students put together individualized plans for what payments look like and financing looks like here at the Brown School. And we can get that information in the chat too. I'm sure you all have it from information that you've gotten through admissions, but we'll make sure everyone has that. Okay, so now I'm going to get just a little bit into the curriculum, and I just see there's a little bit of activity in the chat. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Is there anything here that I need to address before? Nope. Okay, great. Okay, so this is a kind of a broad overview of our foundation level coursework or year one coursework. Some of it goes beyond foundation level, but we'll just talk about what this kind of looks like. So we have a foundation sequence, and when we say foundations, we kind of think of the areas that are the traditional buckets of public health that we think are really important for you to have a foundational understanding of the field of public health. So those courses include epidemiology, biostatistics, health behavior and health promotion, environmental health, and health admin and policy. And then we also have, and I'm going to cover everything. I'm going to come back to that foundations of field ed that's in that column in just a second. Whoops. I promised that I would get a little fumbly with Zoom and the slides, and there it is. It does not want to advance for me all of a sudden. There we go. Okay. And then also in the first year, all of our students are taking a research methods sequence and some additional coursework. So research methods is also a required course, as is planning, implementing, and evaluating evidence-based programs and interventions. Now, this is one of the only times you'll hear me say that full word or that full title of that course. We shorten that and call it PI. So if you hear us talking about PI, that's what we mean. We're talking about planning, implementing, and evaluating programs and interventions. All of our students take a 2-part public health seminar series that's in fall and spring semester in your first year. And that's a small class that's designed to be discussion based and includes things like classic to contemporary cases in public health that we have discussions about. And then we also focus in on some leadership and leadership skills in public health in that course. All of our students are also required to take cross-cutting themes in public health, which is also a 1-credit course. You will take this with your entire cohort. This is everybody's in this class. It's an online course. And the name is, it's kind of right there in the title. We cover all the topics in public health that really should cross-cut our work. So focusing in on ethics and equity and evidence-based public health, leadership, and other things in that class that are really important for us thinking about how we practice public health. And then there's room usually in that first year to do at least 3 credits of an elective or a specialization required course. And then also in the first year, I'm going to come back to that foundations of field education. It is 0 credit hours, but just as critically important, maybe even more so than some of our courses. Okay, I won't say more so. I'll say equally as important. I don't want to give anything any more weight than the others. But foundation of field education is a one-time 0 credit, but 3-hour workshop where you understand kind of the sequencing and the logistics of field ed and thinking about the purpose of why you are going to be engaged in a practicum and what that looks like. And Kate is here, thankfully, and she'll give a little bit more detail about that in just a moment. Speaking of just a moment, speaking of that, now I am going to turn it over to Kate to talk a little bit about the field work. So in the summer, typically, most of our students do their field work. There are 3 credits of practicum. Students could also do 3 hours of coursework if they are not involved in the 3 hours of practicum in that summer. And so, Kate, good segue to you for field ed.
Thanks, Angela. And again, welcome everyone. And I'm so excited to see you all here today. So my role as the MPH Field Faculty Advisor is to support students and organizations throughout the practicum experience. So that means you'll be seeing a lot of me as you think about what you're going to do in practicum. So let's talk a little bit about what that means. So field education is an essential piece of your preparation for public health. We like to call it the signature pedagogy of the program. And what we mean by that is that it's designed to provide real practice situations where you can apply and connect the dots between your academic coursework and really being in the public health professional sphere. That's why the term practicum is used. So there are 3 parts to the public health practicum, or 3 components. One is that we want to provide you challenging, innovative, and substantive learning experiences. Secondly, we want to prepare you to assume your responsibilities as our colleagues and our fellow professionals once you finish your degree and go out into the world and really understand how to walk through the world as a public health professional. And third, to really give you the support and supervision through really experienced professionals who serve as your supervisors during practicum. We call them field instructors, who have been affiliated with the Brown School based on their demonstrated knowledge and expertise in the field. So, Angela, if you want to move to the next slide. So let's talk a little bit about what makes the field education experience at the Brown School unique. So firstly, the program is designed for student agency and autonomy. So that means we do not assign students to practicum organizations. You get to think about the skills and the knowledge that you want to build and the work that you want to do and the settings that you might want to practice in. and have our consultation and expertise in the practicum arena to support you throughout this process. You get to select your own practicum sites, and we're going to encourage you from the moment we meet you for the first time, whether that's in that Foundations of Field Education course that Angela mentioned, or it's one-on-one advising sessions, to think about, again, what kind of professional values and identity do I want to have? What sorts of knowledge and skills do I want to build? And what are my personal interests and long-term career goals? Like I said, you will get support throughout the process, from the time really that you accept your offer to become a student here, right? Like you're more than welcome to reach out to me or to any of the field education team at any point during your studies, even before you get here, and have conversations about what the practicum experience means. And we are your expert consultants in this field. We're here to support you every step of the way. And we really, really work hard to make sure that our field instructors or practicum supervisors understand what's going on in the public health curriculum, because practicum really works best and you get the most out of it when you can connect that experience, that practical experience, with the coursework that you're doing. So what will I do during practicum? So many things. Students really have a wide variety of experiences across specializations, but really what you need to know is that practicum is a course that is required for graduation. So we take it very seriously here. That means you're completing 360 clock hours of experiential learning at a variety of organizations or agencies. So 360 clock hours equals 3 credits. So for EpiBio students, that might mean you are analyzing data sets using different statistical software or methodology. You might be interpreting results and helping researchers think about how to disseminate those findings. Global health students might be working in domestic or international settings, doing program development and implementation all across the globe. Health policy specializers are going to be working across all kinds of different settings, legislatively, organizational policy work, advocacy. Mental and behavioral health students, again, program planning, implementation, and evaluation, from clinical settings to working with collaborating or interdisciplinary organizations and academic medical centers. And urban design, working with community organizations, thinking about transportation and built environment. And last but certainly not least, as Angela said before, generalists, it's a choose your own adventure. You can think about all of the things that I've just talked about and other sites as well to really get a broad taste of what public health looks like across the professional spectrum.
Hey, can I just add one thing real quick? And I'm thinking maybe maybe it's just me that it could cause some confusion for, but I just want to mention too that the 360 hours is typically, when all things go well, at one organization. On the slide, we say at a variety of organizations, and what we mean is that we have a whole variety of organizations and agencies that are affiliated with the Brown School for practicum experience, but students will do their practicum at just one of those organizations.
Thank you for clarifying that, Angela. I really appreciate that. Okay, so thinking about where you can complete your practicum, again, it depends on your specialization, your learning goals, and what your personal and professional values are. So I will say that, again, we have opportunities across the globe available for students, primarily in the global health specialization, although we have students doing global work from other specializations as well. We have opportunities on campus with Brown School and the medical campus faculty. We have opportunities to do remote, hybrid, or in-person work. and thinking about statewide and local impact. So the state legislature, city and county governments and departments of health, nonprofits. I would like to say that this year, for the first time, we had 2 students accepted into the very prestigious Cancer Epidemiology Education and Special Populations program through City University of New York. So one student is a global health specializer and the other is an epidemiology and biostats specializer, and they're going to be doing research work from the planning to the evaluation phases in 2 different places across the globe, which is really, really exciting. And when will I complete my practicum? Typically how it works for, let me back up. For global health specializers, it's going to look a little different because the international practicum selection process is different and has different timelines. So let me talk to that first. So global health specializers, for the fall, is that you'll take that 0 credit Foundations of Field course in the fall so that we can really prepare you for international practica throughout your first year, because again, the deadlines are going to look different. For everyone else, you will begin your search, including taking that Foundations of Field Education course at the beginning of your spring semester of your first year. You're going to interview and have support from the Office of Field Education throughout the spring semester. And then typically students complete their practicum the summer between their first and second year. Who will offer support during the practicum search process? That's us. That's the Office of Field Education. Again, I'm the primary contact for the Masters in Public Health students and some of the dual degree students, but there's no wrong door in field education. And what we mean by that is you can come to any of us and ask us questions. And if we don't know the answer, we will get you the answer.
Great. Thank you so much, Kate.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's move on. So you've just had that really amazing practicum experience in summer. So what does year 2 look like? So like I said at the beginning, we really want students to come away with a transdisciplinary framework for problem solving. So all of our students take 2 courses that have a special TPS, transdisciplinary problem solving designation. And I'll talk just a bit about those in just a minute. Those skill labs are typically in year 2 as well. And then we also focus on your electives and specialization required coursework during that second year. And then everyone is also required to take applied linear modeling. Some students, especially EpiBio students, take that in their first year. Others will typically take it in their second year coursework. So some of those TPS course offerings, some things that we either regularly offer or have recently been offered is obesity prevention and public health policy, global hunger and undernutrition, public health and climate change, youth violence prevention, eliminating health disparities. And you can see the list goes on. So we try to offer a host of those every semester. We usually have 6 to 7 TPS courses that are offered. So there should be a variety of courses that students are interested in. Everyone has to take 2 of those, but if there are more that you're interested in, you can certainly take those as electives as well. We also have some field-based courses, and excitingly, we are bringing these back for the first time since 2019 as well. We had, of course, travel restrictions due to COVID, but now we do have some of these courses that are offered not here at the Brown School. We have a policymaking, advocacy, and analysis class that travels to Washington, D.C. They just got back from their spring break trip to D.C. This summer, we have the Sustainability, Development, and Health course in Costa Rica. And we're also offering the Berlin, Germany course, the Refugee Empowerment, Physical Activity, and Urban Development. And there's a special process for applying to these courses, but these courses are also available to students who are interested and also need to take those TPS requirements. And then at the end of the program, we have 2 requirements: capstone. So capstone is the, as the name implies, it's kind of the last thing that students do. It's a culminating experience. And it really should be a learning experience that demonstrates synthesis and integration of both foundational and specialization public health competencies. The spirit of this is that it's a high quality written product that students have multiple rounds of feedback and revisions on. It's a student-led project, and this can take the form of a secondary data analysis and research report, a program plan or a program evaluation, a policy evaluation, a grant proposal. And this is a 2-part course, Capstone 1 and Capstone 2. Capstone 1 prepares students for developing their capstone project. They work closely with a faculty advisor and the faculty lead on the course to develop their capstone project. And then Capstone 2 is the actual time when students are writing and getting feedback and revising their capstone project. And then lastly, but certainly not least, all students are required to pass the Certified in Public Health exam before graduating, and we have a whole process to support students through that. Jonesy is really our leader in getting students through that process, and we won't go into it too much right now because that would take probably a little bit too much time, but it is a graduation requirement that you'll hear more about when you enter the program. Okay, so I know we are getting, we've got plenty of time, I think. We've got a few more slides and then we'll open it up for questions. And we want to talk about our advising structure here at the Brown School. So we like to think of it as holistic advising. We try to have a whole quilt of support for students moving through the program, and that looks like having an academic advisor. This is typically a staff person who is an academic advisor who helps students ensure that you're registering for the classes that you need. They should be well versed on the sequencing for the program, not only the program, but also the specialization, and also what other supports resources we have here at the Brown School and at Washington University. The next tier of advising is your specialization advisor or specialization faculty advisor. So this is a faculty member who should have similar interests. We try to match our student interests with our faculty interests. And these faculty specialization advisors can help connect you to your classroom experience. It can help you think through networking opportunities, thinking about job opportunities. And they also help guide students through the conceptualization of that capstone project that I just mentioned. And then lastly, what we just talked about with field education. So as Kate mentioned, we have a lot of support for students who are going through the practicum search process and practicum completion process, and the field faculty advisor, who will probably be Kate, will support you in choosing a site and identifying your goals and really helping you think through what that experience is going to look like and how to navigate the entire practicum process. Okay, so with that, I think I'm going to stop sharing my screen here so we can see each other. And we have plenty of time for questions, comments. You can ask us about things that you saw here on the slides. If you have other questions that, isn't related specifically to curriculum, we can try to answer those as well. But happy to hear thoughts and questions, concerns. And you can come off mute and ask, or you can put your question in the chat, raise your hand, whatever you feel comfortable doing. You're welcome, Raymond. Fun fact, I grew up in a very small town in central Illinois, and the name of that town is Raymond. So. Any questions? Anything that you saw that excites you or concerns you, or you feel anxious about, excited for? Quiet group. Anything else about the Brown School or just graduate experience? Okay, then I'll pose a question for all of you to answer. Just curious about what specializations you all are thinking about. So you can put it in the chat, come off mute. Raise your hand, yeah. And I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, but I see you have your hand raised.
Hello, can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Nathaniel Gananagramaye. I'm from Ethiopia. I'm very excited to be here. It's a very nice presentation. I am admitted to the MPH in Health Policy Analysis specialization at WashU. And I'm very excited because I'm interested about health policy, and I want to change the policies specifically in rural areas, and that's why I was interested in health policy in university. How can I correlate with like developing countries like where I'm from, and the policies that you have in the US? How can I make those connections?
That is a really great question. And we do have some of our faculty here who have focused on rural healthcare and rural health policy. And we can certainly connect you with them. And we also have, faculty from other countries who might have some guidance on how to kind of make the correlation or the connection between, rural health policy here and how that can be applied to other, settings in countries in other rural settings. So that's a great question. I'm not sure that I have the best answer off the top of my head, but I do know people that we can connect you to. So happy, I'm going to put my email in the chat, and anybody is welcome to email me, and I will try to connect you with the folks who are experts in these areas.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Raymond.
Thank you so much for the presentation and the opportunity. I just wanted to inquire, what would you comment about maybe the job opportunities that may be present in the Brown School, like RA opportunities, something that can be able to contribute to the living expense?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. And you're probably not the only one who has that question. So we try to gather potential job opportunities for students as they come in. We've started that process. There is, and Makia, I think if you can post it in the chat, there is a place on the admitted students resource page that links to those. That's something that you should probably check often. It's updated as we know of jobs that come in. Some students are able to find a position before they start here. A lot of other students may not, get connected with something until they're actually here. But this is a really great way to kind of look for things that we know of currently. We also suggest if there are specific areas that you're really interested in working with, look at our faculty, look at what they're doing. It doesn't hurt to reach out with just a general email that says, I've been admitted to this school, I'm looking for opportunities, and ask them if they, see any potential for getting involved in the work that they do. Maki, do you have other, do you have any other advice for the process? I know we update the resource page as often as we can.
Yeah, so everything that you said, I completely agree with. And I would just suggest for students to check our campus-based positions page every week because we will continue to update this up until the fall. And if you happen to apply to these positions and not get them, that's okay. We have the Career Services Office who will assist you with finding current jobs as a current student. And we also have other resources that will introduce you to open positions within the Brown School and within the WashU campus. And of course, you can reach out to our office so we can connect you with current open positions, and we can assist you with anything else as you're coming into the Brown School.
Great. Thank you. And George William.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, I'm still curious about like research advisors, like someone or a faculty, how welcoming they are on when you're choosing them as your research supervisor. Like through a process, am I walk through, or it's me to find out who is best suiting my research interests then?
And again, are you talking about for if you were to try to secure like a research assistantship or job,
No,
or just
no,
you
no.
get connected with somebody who is like an advisor?
Yeah, like, well, I'm looking at as a project for the program, like a research project for the program as a requirement.
For like the capstone project?
Of course.
Yes, okay. Great question. So in the fall semester, your first fall semester, towards the end, we will send out a survey to students to ask them about their interests and ask them to rank the 3 faculty members that they have the most interest in having as their advisor. And then we try our hardest to match student interests with faculty. Sometimes it varies just because, faculty may, not be available, or they may go on sabbatical or something like that. But we really try hard to match student interests with our faculty expertise. And so then in the beginning of your second semester, usually late January, early to mid-February, we will match you based on that survey. And we will let you know who is your faculty advisor, and we'll let your faculty advisor know that you will be one of their advisees. And then we try to start that communication. So we encourage students to reach out to their faculty advisor. We encourage faculty advisors to reach out to their students to really start the conversation to get to know one another. Yep, great question. Nofor.
Okay, thank you very much for the wonderful detailed presentation. I have a couple of clarifications I would need the faculty to clarify me about. First, what's the minimum credit one supposed to take per semester? Then curriculum-wise, how do we narrow down on our concentration in the course of the program?
Yeah.
Right. Then the third question is for the additional program, like the certification program, how do we go about it, and at what point do we integrate it into our program? Thank you very much. Because I'm interested in data management and analytics. Because I'm AP Bio and I'm really interested. So I want to know at what point would I integrate it so it doesn't affect my program, why I also go along with trying to enhance my skills on that. Thank you very much.
Sure, thank you. And I don't think I got all of the third question. Is it the
the third question is how do I go about the certification, the additional certification program you highlighted, and at what point do we let me talk about myself now. Do I integrate it into the program so that I can carry it along while I continue my core courses?
Yes, yeah,
yes.
great. Yes, I understand now. So the first question about credits. Our credit caps are 14 credits for the fall and 15 credits for the spring. And you can, when I think it's in late May, we will assign you an academic advisor, and your academic advisor will reach out to you before registration for fall semester registration. And at that point, you can have a conversation with your academic advisor to really understand the sequencing for your specialization. And so your academic advisor will have all those resources for you. If you're considering several different specializations, you can kind of look at what the sequencing will look like. And you know, really, we encourage all of our students. I should have said this in the presentation, and I'm kind of surprised I didn't. We really encourage all of our students to work closely, frequently with their academic advisor to really understand sequencing, to understand registration process, to make sure you're getting all the courses for your specialization and for the degree. So you'll have that support. You'll have an academic advisor that can help you think through that sequencing. And same thing for the certification. So if this is something you're interested in, please let your academic advisor know as soon as you're thinking that you might want to do it, and they will help you come up with a course plan for how you fit in the courses for the certificate. And you know, if you're thinking about the artificial intelligence and big data analytics, and your specialization is epidemiology and biostatistics, some of those courses for the certificate also act as specialization electives. So you kind of are being able to count them for both things. So that helps. But definitely towards late May to early June, you'll know who your academic advisor is, and they are super helpful in thinking through the sequencing of courses.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And Amma,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for the wonderful presentation.
You're welcome.
My question is in relation to assistantship offers. The link you just shared concerning the resource or how to get across to offers. One of the requirements, as I saw the last time I checked, was having an academic referee. So I'm not sure if it's an academic referee from undergraduate or one from WashU. So, and if it's one from WashU, considering the fact that we haven't resumed the session yet, the fall, yes, for the fall, how can we get one in order to be able to apply for the assistantship offer?
And this is for a specific assistantship that you're seeing?
Yes.
That's a good question, and I'm not sure that I know the answer. I think I'd have to look at it a little bit closely and get back to you with maybe some additional information. If you want to send me an email, and again, I'll put it in the chat.
All right.
I can look into it and see if I can find out any more information for you.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Other questions? I think we are, oh, looks like Nat Neil has a question.
Okay, this one is more of a general question. It's regarding the handshake portal for finding work positions in the St. Louis area, if it's whether off campus or on campus. And when do we get to have access to that website? Because I'm excited to, I've already mentioned that I've confirmed my enrollment, and I'm very happy to start this process, but just to have the general idea, is it after starting the program or is it before? Thank you.
Yeah, that's another great question. And Makia, do you want to?
So yeah, the first thing I can answer that. So you will get access to Handshake once you get access to your Wooster email and account. So once you create your email, then you'd be able to access the Handshake. So that'll be in the summertime. And so that way you'd be able to see all the open positions that we have on campus at the Brown School and throughout WashU.
What I will tell you though, is that when
And usually that process is late May by mid-June at the latest, but starts usually late May to the beginning of June.
Yeah, that's correct. So usually around June, we'll send out information on how to set up your Wooster email. And then after that, you'll also receive information from your academic advisor on how to set up your course registration. And all this information is on our admitted student resources page. It's on our next steps guide. So within that form, we have a full breakdown of every date that you should keep in mind and what to expect after you submit your intent to enroll, which is May 1st.
Thank you. And I know that we are a little bit over time, but I think we have time for another question, and feel free to stay on if you want. If you've got other obligations, please, go to those. And I thank you again for being here, and again, look forward to connecting more with you. But Nafar, I see your hand raised, so please.
Sorry, it was a quick one. Can you just throw more light about fellowship programs and assistantship? What's your advice about assistantship? Okay, fellowship programs. Can you just throw more light about it? Just tell us about fellowship programs and what's your advice about assistantship? Would it be advised we apply now, or do we wait till when we come into the school? Because I have really gotten a lot of information about it, and a bit kind of at loss on what to do. So I just want proper guidance about that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I mean, I think for the assistantships, that process, you can follow what's on the admitted students resource page for applying for assistantships. If there are fellowships that you're interested in, I mean, I think there's multiple versions of fellowships. So sometimes our students use a fellowship for their practicum experience.
Okay.
And you would have to it just depends on when the fellowship is offered. So there are fellowships that happen during a graduate degree program, and you may be able to use that fellowship for a practicum experience. And then there's also postgraduate fellowships that our students will do. And there's, a whole application process for that. We also have an Office of Career Services that helps support students through those application processes, and will advertise different fellowships that are available to students. And so, if there are things that are, local at the med school that will count as a fellowship, but we also have, students that will do fellowships with national organizations or national agencies like the CDC, or like what Kate was talking about earlier, the Cancer Epidemiology Fellowship is going to count as their summer practicum.
Okay.
So we get that information out when we know about it. We send that information out to students so that they're aware of those opportunities and can apply for those things.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, I think with that, we will go ahead and wrap it up. And I'm really happy to see such a great turnout here, and you had some wonderful questions. Like I said, if you have additional questions, please reach out to admissions or to myself or Kate. We'll be happy to either answer those questions or try to find the information that's relevant for you. And we hope to see you again all very soon. So thank you so much.